Hey, it's Dana, your favorite psychic. Are you ready for another message? Come on in and get comfortable. Put your feet up, get you a blanket, a pillow, something to eat, something to drink, something to smoke. Throw it up on a big screen if you want to. Put in the earbuds, kick back and relax because we're going to unpack some psychic messages. Hey, Taurus, how's it rolling? How's it rolling, Taurus? I hope that y'all are having an amazing day. Let's throw some cards and see what the heck they have to say for you, yeah? Let's do it. Spirit, Source, Universal Energy. I have the collective of Taurus here with me, Spirit, and Taurus wants to know what you know. So what do you know about Taurus, and what do they need to know and understand about themselves, their lives, and their future? Spirit, what's coming towards Taurus? What do they need to look out for? What do they need to look forward to? And how do they navigate everything for their very best and highest good? All right, Taurus, this is what's going on. So someone is going to ask you to do something, okay? First of all, we open up with this Ace of Pentacles right here, okay? This Ace of Pentacles is Taurus with hopes, plans, trying to build their life, doing new stuff, maybe starting a new job, maybe moving to a new house, doing something new. This is your future, right? This is you planning your life, okay? Ace of Pentacles, new stuff, moving someplace, doing something, planning your future. The Page of Wands. Someone is going to ask you to do them a favor in some way. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse says the hard stop. Universal order is not about this, because if you do this favor, the Page of Wands, if you do this favor for someone, it's going to intercede, intercept, and take you off course for the purpose of your life. Prince of Pentacles in reverse. Stuck. Eight of Cups in reverse. This is emotional hopelessness. And the Two of Cups in reverse. This is an unviable relationship. So what this tells me is that the person who is asking you to do something for them, something significant for them, it's a precarious situation for you, Taurus, because if you don't do this for this person, the Two of Cups in reverse, right? Your relationship with this person is going to be hurt some way. If you don't do what they're asking you to do, you are afraid that your relationship with this person is going to be hurt in some way. Ten of Wands. However, what this person is asking you to do for them is a gigantic, huge burden for you. It's a huge burden for you. And it will be a struggle. It's going to inconvenience you in a huge way. Not just inconvenience you, but it's going to interfere in the development of your immediate future. Sequestered or saddled with something. Can you watch my dog for 6 months? Can you give me a ride back and forth to school and work and the grocery store and any place else that I want to go for 6 months? Can I use your car? Can I live with you for 6 months? Can I, whatever it is a huge burden to you, and it impedes your personal growth somehow. And Temperance comes on top of this and says, you have to be okay before anybody else can be okay. Taurus, you have to overflow in your life before you have anything else to offer someone. And if you agree to do this with this person, you are going to be in a place of despair the whole time you're doing this for this person. And it's going to build resentment with that Two of Cups in reverse. They might resent you for not helping them somehow, but it's going to ultimately be the demise of your relationship because you are going to build resentment, because you're not going to be able to overflow. You're going to be giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving in this situation, and nothing's coming back to you to re-up your emotional well-being. The Four of Cups. Four of Cups talks about contemplation and reevaluation. They really, really, really want you to sit down. The cards really want you to contemplate this because you're focusing on these three cups, right? You're like, I owe this person. I have some kind of, I'm indebted to this person somehow, and now they're asking me to do something that is totally going to screw up my immediate future plans, but I feel obligated like I have to. And the fourth cup is saying, take into consideration something that you're not taking into consideration in this situation. The Moon in reverse. See very, very clearly. See very clearly two things. Number one, that honoring your higher self and what it is that you're feeling in your guts about the situation is the most important thing that you have to do. You must put on your own air mask before you can help anyone else. You must overflow in your life before you can be of any good to anyone else. If you're walking around in a constant deficit because whatever this person is asking you to do is causing you a great deal of discomfort or despair, that's a problem. See very clearly, see through the Moon, the Seven of Swords, that there is some kind of deception that is about to take place. Because when this person finds out that you're not going to cooperate with what it is that they're asking you to do, they're going to try to get away with something to swindle you into doing what it is that they want you to do. And that's explained down here in the second row. Okay, Seven of Swords. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles says, balance this out, keep your balance, prioritize your intuition, prioritize your spidey senses. The Star in reverse, because succumbing to this situation is not part of your path, it's not part of your purpose, and it interferes with the building of your life. Prince of Wands. This is inspired action. This is this person coming at you. They're coming at you, asking you to do something from an inspired perspective, right? Please, please, please do this for me. I can't get this accomplished if you don't help me in this way. This is detrimental to my well-being. I can't do it unless you help me. And the Ten of Cups in reverse comes on top of this and talks about using some kind of guilt, some kind of leverage. This person thinks that they have some kind of leverage over you or that you owe them something in some way. Possibly from second row first card is the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands followed by the Queen of Wands. This is the person that is asking you to do this thing for them. This is, they're challenging you. Your challenge is this person. The challenge is this person, okay? The Empress comes on top of it. This is you, the card of Taurus, okay? This is you. This is you absolutely and completely in control of your internal narrative. Because remember, this person thinks they're going to use some kind of guilt, some kind of way that you owe them to get accomplished what they want to get accomplished in their life. And the Empress in the upright, she has sorted through all of those emotions, right? She is in control of her internal narrative. She has come to terms with her past. She has left the past in the past, knowing that there is absolutely nothing that she can do to make up for this Ten of Cups in reverse right here. The past is the past. There's nothing that can be done about it. The Empress does not live in the past. She doesn't live in the future. She lives in the moment right now because she understands all she can control is right now. Her mind is clear and it's focused on her intuition, even when it doesn't sit right, even when she doesn't like it, even when it doesn't look like what she thinks it should look like. The Empress honors her higher self, her ancient soul, trying to point her towards her true north. And this is your advice. It's major arcana coming in on top of the challenge of this person. And it says, boss up like the Empress. Boss up like the Empress. Be in control of how it is that you are handling yourself in this situation. The Eight of Wands, change. The Eight of Swords in reverse, change of perspective. And the Page of Pentacles, okay? Two things. This person right here is telling you that they can't move forward until you do what it is that they're asking you to do. You, in your Empress energy, are changing the trajectory of the situation, Eight of Swords in reverse, because you are no longer in fear that this person is going to use some kind of baggage from the past against you. And the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, just like this Ace of Pentacles right here. This is Taurus looking out for themselves. This is Taurus bossing up, owning themselves, owning their lives, owning their past, owning their relationship with this person, and saying, absolutely not. I cannot create my future if I engage in what it is that you are pressuring me to engage in for you. The Wheel in reverse. Wheel in reverse in the center of the reading. This is a hard stop to universal order. It is a hard stop to the life that is your path and your purpose. The Wheel is in reverse. The Wheel is in reverse. The Star is in reverse, right? Hard stop. The universe cannot intervene in your free will. And if your free will succumbs to some kind of guilt or obligation that this person is using against you, then so be it. Your whole life is going to be on standby and you're going to come to a screeching halt while the universe waits for you to play out your own free will. Hard stop. Universal order says you should not engage with this. To the Three of Swords. Grief, sorrow, and pain that you carry in your mind. That is the gist of this whole thing. This opportunity for you, when this person comes to you asking you to sacrifice on their behalf somehow, some way, what you have to come to terms with is the grief and the sorrow and the pain that you will have to deal with when you tell this person no. Guess what? This person, King of Cups, and the Three of Wands in reverse to the Tower in reverse, the Four of Swords. This person is going to, remember this Seven of Swords right above this right here? This person is going to try to be slick in this situation with you. This person, just for example, Mom won't do it, but Dad will, okay? This person is going to try to circumvent you and use someone else against you. This King of Cups right here, okay? This is this person that's trying to get you to do this for them. This is this person coming to you and saying, never mind, Dad's going to do it. Never mind, my friend's going to do it. Never mind, I got this handled. But you see, the person that your person is going to circumvent you in this situation causes you grief. Four of Swords in reverse. This is mentally restless about a lack of success. So whatever this is, you know that this person is not going to do it right. However that hits with you, you know that this person isn't going to do it right. Let's just give an example, an arbitrary example, okay? Someone comes to you and says, I need $5,000 to put down on a new car. Got in an accident, my car is totaled, I have no money, I have to buy a new car. Can you loan me $5,000? And that $5,000 is what you have held back to start a new business with, right? And your guts and your instincts and your intuition is saying, no. You did this yourself. You got yourself into this situation. I cannot give you the money that I have saved for me to begin my future I can't do it. It would put me in detriment. It would create a massive struggle and a burden for me. I can't do it. And they're like, fine, well, I'm just going to go to the buy here, pay here car place, and I'm just going to go ahead and get this car, and I'm going to have to pay $10,000 over market value for it because I have to go to a third-party lender for all of this, and I'm just going to get screwed. And because with that Two of Cups, somehow you do have feelings for or love this person or have history with this person, and you don't want them to get screwed, right? Right? And they know that. They know that. So they're going to use that against you to get you to do what it is that they want you to do. Perhaps it's watching the kids for a vacation that this person wants to take, right? I need you to watch my 5 kids while I go on vacation. And you're like, oh, hell no. I have plans to go to Mexico myself. There's no way. I'm going to Cabo. There's no way I can watch your kids over the summer. I just can't watch your kids over the summer. And this person is like, well, if you can't watch my kids over the summer, then I can't work. And now my kids can't eat. How you feel about that? And they're going to be like, well, they're going to use that against you. Or they're going to say, fine, if you can't watch my kids over the summer for me, then I'm going to take them to Dad's house. And you know Dad's house is somehow, some way detrimental for these kids, right? And so your propensity is to be like, no, don't take them to Dad's house. That would be the King of Cups, right? Don't take them to Dad's house. Bring them here. I'll do it. This person knows that you're going to buckle when they give you the alternative. You're going to say, oh, hell no, can't do this. And then your person's going to come back and say, okay, well, if you can't do this, then I'm going to do this, knowing full well that you won't let that happen. That's what's going on here. You have to stick to your guns, Taurus, or this person will be taking advantage of you their entire life. 3 of Wands in reverse. Lack of foresight. Right? Not seeing the forest through the trees to the Tower in reverse. Avert disaster. What's the disaster? Well, I think that this person has been manipulating you their entire life, right? And they're going to continue to manipulate you. And if you fall for this, or if you let this happen out of somehow your compassion and your mercy, right? Then you are going to continuously be set back in your progression in life by this person. And strength just comes on top of this just now and talks about being strong, being courageous, and overcoming this manipulation. Look, Prince of Cups, right? Prince of Cups to the King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse is this person that you're up against right here, being egocentric and self-centered. They are narcissistic and they are manipulating you to do something that you don't want to do. Look, in the 9 of Swords, right? This Prince of Cups is them telling you what they're going to do instead, right? Manipulating you in the situation, thinking that they're going to put you in a place of anxiety and despair. Look to the 2 of Swords at a crossroads, right? Right? Knowing 9 of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the 8 of Cups in reverse, that you won't let this happen. But the surprise is on them, because the healed and healthy Taurus is going to let this happen. The healed and healthy Taurus is not going to buckle to this person's manipulation. 9 of Cups in reverse is about emotional dissatisfaction. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse is about opportunities, lost opportunities. And then the 8 of Cups in reverse is about emotional hopelessness, right? This is the position that your person is trying to set you up and put you into, so you will ultimately do what it is that they're asking you to do. The 7 of Pentacles in reverse. If you keep doing what you've always done, Taurus, you're going to continue to get what you've always gotten. You cannot let this person continuously manipulate you. Whatever happened between you in the past is what it is. It is what it is. There is no amount of penance that you can pay to change anything that happened between you and this person in the past. Nothing that you can change. the Lovers in reverse. Lovers in reverse talks about an unviable relationship. Temperance in reverse. This is leaking out the bottom of your life. Not overflowing onto everyone, leaking out the bottom. Let's take the grandchildren, for example. If you're forced into taking your grandchildren for the summer, right? You love your grandchildren, but it's going to be a burden and a struggle, and there's going to be resentment involved in it. Maybe not towards the kids, but there's resentment involved in it, right? If you're overflowing, temperance in the upright, if you're overflowing over your life and you take the kids on your terms because you want to, because it's part of your timing where you can do it on your terms, then it's overflowing all over the grandkids. There's no resentment building. There's no negativity involved in it. And that's what you have to understand. Doing something that causes bad feelings is worse than not doing it at all. Ten of Wands, burden and the struggle. You can't keep sacrificing yourself and your life for this person to make up for something that was deficient in the past. Five of Wands in reverse, avoiding conflict. Five of Swords, white knuckle grip on a win at all costs mentality. The Ten of Pentacles, family, home, foundation, stability, legacy. You giving up you in order for this person to gain some kind of leverage or success in their life. Ten of Swords is it's deceptive. It's an ending, giving up something of yourself so this person doesn't end the relationship with you or cut you out some way, is counterproductive to your life, to their life. If you allow them to do this to you, you are enabling them to not be accountable for their own self. You are interfering in their journey if you enable them to do this. True. High Priestess in reverse, unhealed, past bullshit between the two of you. Unhealed. High Priestess in reverse also talks about ignoring your intuition. Judgment in reverse. Not wanting to help this person, making you feeling guilty because you don't want to help this person. You don't want to you want to help them, but you don't want to sacrifice your whole everything to do it. Hey, I'm going to take my own commercial break right here and let you guys know that I have merch now. I do. In addition to my book, The 21 Concepts of Awakening, A Guided Journey to Expand Your Mind, I have created a collection of cups for your favorite beverage. So bounce on over to myfavoritepsychic.shop, pick up a cup, pick up an audiobook or an ebook, head to the beach, head to the pool, go on that road trip, or just snuggle up in the AC and expand your mind. To the Nine of Wands, resilience, persistence, pushing forward, fighting the good fight, standing up for yourself, spiritual strength, following where your higher self is leading you and not succumbing to your lower self that wants to make up for some kind of bullshit that this person holds over your head. To the Three of Cups in reverse, third-party interference. Again, back to this King of Cups and the way that this person is going to say, never mind, so-and-so is going to do it. Never mind watching the kids for me. I got my crackhead neighbor to do it. Right? No. Don't fall for it, Taurus. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. The Hangman. Hangman. Pausing. Processing. Realizing what's going on here. The Six of Wands, and overcoming this battle. This is an ongoing battle with this person. Ongoing battle. To the Hermit, soul searching, introspection, asking your higher self how it is that you should proceed forward. This is an invitation to have a sit down, to get some downloads about what is truly in the best interest of everything. It's not you being selfish, Taurus. It's you putting on your own air mask first before you can help anyone else. to the Two of Swords, because you're at a crossroads. You're either going to think in a different way or you're not. And those are your only two choices. This isn't heaven or hell. You can do this. Go ahead and do this. If you can't overcome your lower self and follow the instruction of your higher self, it is not heaven or hell for you. It just means that you're going to have a burden and a struggle. You're going to be $5,000 shorter. You're not going to get to start your new business. You're not going to get to go on your trip, and you're going to martyr yourself because this person is holding something over you that was deficient from the past in some way. Justice in reverse. It's not in your best interest. It's not in your best interest. It's not good or right or proper. More importantly, your lack of accountability. Look, Six of Cups in reversed. For unresolved issues from your past. Perhaps from your childhood. Perhaps you saw your mom or your dad seeking their validation from outside sources so they would help anybody do anything, anytime anybody needed any kind of help because it made them feel important, and you grew up to be like that. Perhaps you, right, are like that just by default. Perhaps whatever went on when your little brain was stitching together required you to get to only be to pander for your sense of self-worth by doing things for other people and never saying no. Whatever it is for you, it's unresolved issues from your childhood that bring up the unresolved issues from the past with this person. Perhaps this is your child. Two of Wands, the future, your future. First card out the box, your future, Taurus. Your future. To the Hangman, take a step back, contemplate and reevaluate how you're going about your future. To the Strength card, and overcome this battle. Overcome, be strong, be courageous, and overcome once and for all the manipulation that is going on with this person, place, or thing. Knight of Swords, and answer them. Tell them no. Big, fat no. You do whatever it is you got to do, but I cannot and will not help you in this situation. And that leads you to the catalyst of the whole rest of your life, because this is the healing. Understanding healing doesn't mean jack squat. Applying healing is what creates healing. And until you tell this person, place, thing, situation, or circumstance no, you're not applying the healing. Bottom of the deck. We had a lot of them, remember? Bottom of the deck. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Unmet expectations. Can't work on it. Can't work it out. Three of Pentacles. Teamwork and collaboration. The Ten of Cups. Temperance. The Fool. Believe me, Taurus, when you tell this person no, as much as they threaten to leave your grandkids or your nieces or nephews or your children with the crackhead next door, they're not going to do it. They're calling your bluff, Taurus. They are. They're calling your bluff. They are going to work this situation out. They're going to work it out. They're going to work it out. And them working their own shit out comes from you tempering yourself in this situation so you can overflow. You tempering yourself in this situation leads you to the Fool, a leveling up in your spirituality. So now you can set forth on the path and the purpose of your life. Now universal order can take over because they're not having to fight against your free will. Your free will is voluntarily, willingly following your guts, your intuition, and your healing. Chariot in reverse, hard stop, Sun in reverse. What you're not seeing clearly, the Hierophant in reverse, is that you have to reevaluate your core belief systems. Cutting loose of ties, commitments, and obligations that hold you to the past is what is in your best and highest good. Ace of Swords, seeing very, very, very clearly the moon. The struggle between your higher self and your lower self. The struggle between what you know to be true and what you wish wasn't to be true. What you know to be true is that this person is manipulating you because of some guilt that is associated with something from the past with this person. You know that to be true. What you don't necessarily want to be true is that the only way that you are going to ever change the dynamics of this situation is to say no. That's the struggle between the higher self and the lower self. Tower in reverse says avert disaster. Avert the disaster. What's the disaster? Well, you enabling this person to continue to be the egocentric, self-centered person who is circumventing their own life lessons. Avert the disaster of being the enabler for this person. Avert the disaster of being codependent on your sense of self-worth by pandering to this person to make up for some kind of guilt from the past. Avert the disaster all the way around. Tower in reverse is also about rebuilding from the tower, and your relationship with this person, it's going to go through a crunch. It's going to go through a crunch, but in the end, it's going to come out bigger and better and stronger because of a thing called respect. The Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, all tied up in your head in fear. Fear that if you don't do what this person wants you to do, they're never going to speak to you again. Fear that if you don't do what this person wants you to do, they're never going to let you see your grandchildren again. Fear that if you don't do what this person is going to do, that wants you to do for them, that they are going to put themselves or the situation in the hands of someone who is not capable of handling the situation. Fear that this person is going to financially be destitute in some way, somehow. You have to let this person figure out their own way, because this person knows how to manipulate you. Let's pull up let's get one card. What's the closing comments here, Spirit? What are the closing comments here for this situation, this circumstance with this person, place, or thing? Looky there, the Two of Pentacles, right? Movement, choices and decisions, prioritizing, balancing something out. This needs once and for all to be balanced out, Taurus. The universe wants you to flip the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, in the center of your reading, and right out the box at the top up there. They need you to flip it in the upright so they can guide you, so they can lead you, so they can show you. But they cannot and will not participate in something that is not in your best and highest good. Look, 14, moderation. I kid you not, this is Temperance. Temperance is here for you 3 times, Taurus. Temperance, moderation, prioritize moderation, prioritize not being bulldozed by this person. I do hope that helped someone to think in a different way. Namaste.